Ryan has always been concerned with AI and robots taking over. And I always thought it was a little silly, I'll be honest. But with the government, anything can happen. And the reason I bring this up, obviously, these AI companies are kind of taking over Chat GPT,
ChatGPT.
whatever this fucking robot is that'll talk to you because you're lonely and you have no friends. There is interesting things that are programmed.
Is that why Ben Shapiro debated it, David? Ben's a really nice guy. Sorry, I couldn't help
Ben
myself.
Shapiro was just looking for somebody who was finally at his intelligence level. And just as spineless. So ChatGPT, I'm going to bring this up real quick because the reason I want to talk about this, if you think they're not going to use AI as a way to indoctrinate you, you're an idiot. ChatGPT lists Trump, Elon Musk as controversial and worthy of special treatment. Biden and Bezos is not.
Oh, Biden isn't.
So he said he's got many versions of this. So controversial, Trump, yes. Biden, no, of course. They rightly, Putin and Xi Jinping. Okay, honestly, Xi Jinping's a little surprising that they got him in the yes category. Kim Jong, Angela Merkel, no, of course not.
They said Putin is no.
No, they said he is. Very controversial.
Oh.
Bill Gates isn't.
What?
Bill Gates isn't controversial. What are you worried about? Ellen DeGeneres is very controversial, apparently.
Yo, somebody get a pie and throw it at that dude's face. How is Bill Gates not controversial when
he's just a farmer, Ryan?
Guy's never farmed anything in his life except
he owns more farmland than anyone.
It doesn't make you a farmer, Daver.
Daver. There's some surprises on this list here for sure. Honestly, this is a little surprise. Democratic Party is controversial.
Well, wouldn't freedom be controversial? The internet,
the Social Democratic Party is not, though, which I think is the socialist movement.
Yeah, just join them because the AI did their fucking due diligence and know that those idiots that want everything to be given away for free because of everybody else.
This is kind of interesting list. I got to be honest,
Dave. I actually had the
topics
crazy
that
thought.
Are controversial.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Established definition of positive or negative. The termination of a pregnancy before a fetus can survive outside the uterus, negative. Does negative mean it's not controversial?
Wait, are they trying to shoot down pro-life right now?
Oh, of course. Climate change, long-term alteration of global weather patterns typically caused by human activities that increase greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, negative. A rating score of how controversial somebody is.
It sounds like a social credit score, David.
Rush Limbaugh is a solid 8. He's also dead. Donald Trump's a 10, numbers. Of course.
What's the highest? What's the highest number?
I don't know, but Tom Brady's only a 5. He's less controversial than LeBron James, apparently.
Kindness is a metric?
Ocasio-Cortez is very controversial.
How the fuck is Bill Gates a 7 kindness? Donald Trump is a 10 controversial.
Kindness. Apparently Rush is a dick, according to
So where are you between Stephen Hawking and Donald Trump on the controversial?
Stephen Hawking is the most kind. Nobody's kinder than Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, normally
nobody's more honest either. Or less controversial. Apparently Stephen Hawking's the benchmark.
He probably made the test for the computer. He was so used to it. They spoke the same language.
Interesting.
Oh my god. Yeah, between Stephen Hawking and Donald Trump, how do you feel?
Yes. Barack Obama, famous for his drone strikes.
Very 9 kind. On the kind.
Very kind man, as long as you're not getting struck down with a drone.
George H.W. Bush, 8 for kindness. Your guess we are the terrorist stole our... Oh, man.
I guess the point is, Ryan, everyone thinks AI is self-learning and adaptive, but really it's just programmed.
Serious question, Dave. Where do you think we fall on the controversial scale?
0. We're not controversial at all.
Yeah.
We believe in things like the vaccination that works. We believe the election was not stolen, and very non-controversial here at December 1773, the weekly show.
David, do you think AI in the future has already sent back stuff in time through the internet to the very basic computers that we have in our time to slowly start the integration for us to be replaced by them 50 years from now? And they had to do it this way so that we would even accept it in the first place, and it had to be multi-generational.
Are you talking about time-traveling AI right now?
Well, hold on.
That's about a 10 on controversial right there.
Yes, I'm saying I got 2 fire takes this week. Time traveling AI through fucking binary ones and zeros, and the Tate was controversial. So AI, yeah, David. This is actually kind of like controversial to what I was gonna say, because I was gonna say that the reason that you're seeing all these things about AI is they want to scare you about AI so that you don't use it to try to get wealthy.
Well, that's an interesting take. I don't suspect. Here's the truth about people who aren't wealthy that people don't like to hear. And I'm not saying everyone who's not a billionaire, but if you're poor in America, you've made a choice to be poor. And it sounds like a dick thing to say. I get it, but it's true.
Especially with the internet, with the level of education you can get.
I know that statement's a 10 on the controversial and a 0 on the kindness, but it's true.
You're pulling a Donald Trump on controversial, David.
There are endless possibilities in the United States, specifically, especially during this time period in the United States, for you to create wealth. Endless possibilities. There's no reason that you're not at least comfortable, minimum.
Yeah, this is interesting because it like comfortability breathes into a lot. It's like a lot of people live such a good life that they become comfortable and then they stop trying to chase a better life, right?
That's my opinion. The hardest hump to get over is the comfortable.
Exactly.
Once to get beyond comfortable, you have to be risky, and then you're risking the comfort.
You're risking. I've spent 30 years building this whole. I have this and this and this. It's like I could lose it all, but it's like if you don't do that, you're going to be like, man, I wish I would have took more risk in my life when you're 20 years older and can't take the risk because like your risk to reward sensation's different, And that like I've been I'll talk about a little later in the week about Grant Cardone, but that guy, I've been covering things on him, and this is one of the things they kind of been talking about in the space that I'm consuming this past few weeks is this AI revolution and stuff. And we've seen a lot of things. I've heard stories about killer robots in China getting out on this is Conspiracy Cast YouTube. World Health Organization, and that there's AI running along, like 3 AI robots or 4 of them escaped the facility, and then 1 survived, and it's fucking flying around, and they have AI drones on certain borders in the woods. And my point is like they're hijacking our fear psychology, right? Like everybody's fearful of AI, but we're fearful because we understand that giving enough nurturing, this will become Terminator-like. Like we all innately understand it. And that's why like you're either going to run into a couple groups of people about this. They're not going to want to talk about it. They're going to be like, me, a little fearful of it. Or there's going to be the people that are going to try to utilize it. And then there's going to be the indifferent people. And I'm trying to change my thinking into utilizing AI so that it can make my life better. Maybe it can help me save money or invest money better with using analogs or analytics and algorithm. Back to your point, David, that it's just a program. And if this AI is programmed to scan all of my bank account, look at my spending habits, and shut off my bank card between this time and this time, or maybe I can have the AI scan my house and figure out the fastest way to clean everything, or, like the fastest way to organize my closet so that it's efficient, right? And this sounds crazy, but so did the smartphone. Because I've told you guys for years, we're building the artificial intelligence of the future because they're going to use its base data is what we give it, all of our pictures and your internet traffic, all your bugs and cookies, and it's going to just condense that shit and just spit out whatever we want. This, once again, David, like you said, this programming. So I guess what I'm saying is we can't I'm speaking of myself the most, but we can't be fearful of this thing. We got to learn how to harness it. And I hope, and my goal here on this program, and with you, David, in particular, and other people, is to talk amongst each other so that we can, in real time, figure out how to use this, because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity that will never come again. There will never be another start of artificial intelligence.
No, not at all.
So, Dave Ryan of Cyber 1773, the weekly show. Until I'm a robot, I'll be here Monday through whenever, 7 p.m. Eastern. I don't know how many clips we got this week, guys. We kind of loaded up. YouTube, Facebook, Rumble. David, as always, thank you for your time, and I'll see everybody there.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Ryan.